doing, Daryl? October 19th, 2023. Barely see the clock right now. It's about 5 before 7 in the morning, West Coast time. Weaver John C. Rosemont, California. Diary of the Griever named John Weaver is on the air. A couple of videos I'm trying to get myself going for. Hasn't been easy talking about this, pal. Mama's birthday. Every time for the past 10 years, it's getting harder and harder to deal with. I thought David's was bad. That was his both major anniversary dates. It's only been 5 years since David. And it's getting harder and harder to deal with Mama because it's been 10 years. I feel like I've failed him. I don't know how and I don't know why. I'm getting my ass kicked on this one, pal. The roller coaster is getting worse and worse today. I'm lucky enough I'm recording right now. The long one I did. I was trying to get the memories out, and the triggers were. I was trying to avoid certain trigger words, but they were still there anyway. It wasn't that one. It was the music going through my head regarding Mama. And then I've already mentioned the words anyway, but still I gotta say it anyway. Ben Midler, One Beneath My Wings. Music. One regarding Divide One, it's been kicking my ass. I love that music. It was associated with a good sister, actually. Some people can be sisters, and other people can be family members, and this one was truly a sister to us. We loved her a great deal. And the music that she liked, I appreciated too. That was the hardest damn thing for me to do a tribute about Mama because of the artist in and of music that they all shared a passion for. And it was hard as hell to having that music stuck in the head while I'm doing a recording. You're talking about knocking my head off left and right on this one. Maybe it was Ma's way of getting saying it's all right or something. I don't know, but it still hurt like hell. Bad enough I got pictures of the family because I don't want to lose track of those days that happened, of the times that happened, because it mattered a great deal. And I was still getting my ass kicked on this one. On this particular computer here, I got an old picture of a birthday happening. All three of us sharing a meal over at Stuart Anderson's. I forgot which birthday it was, but I was celebrating a birthday with my family, though. And the other computer is just Dave and Ma celebrating Mama at Disneyland. And I had put those pictures on my Facebook account. And I'll tell you something. It's hard as hell for me even thinking of reposting those videos all over again if I can find them. I may. shelf. I hadn't touched it in a long time. And there, I was afraid I might break it, break me. I've tried not to go crazy, but unfortunately the triggers are getting worse and worse. I'm starting to understand more and more about why people go out. They don't want to really deal with the damn pain, do they? They don't want to deal with the grieving and the loss. They don't want to deal with that empty feeling inside of them. That damn hole in their soul. Part of them ripped out and they can't seem to heal over. They want it to be like it was, how they felt, how they thought, and it's no longer possible. And it's turning out to be like that for me too. Hardest thing to accept it, dude, or even acknowledge it. I lost too many people I cared about. Too many people and pets I loved. I had forgotten when one particular birthday and anniversary was for a friend of mine who was a surrogate mother to me. That hurts like hell. But I can remember my brother and I can remember my mama. How the hell does that happen? How the. Oh, I could go off on a language tirade right now. All I'm feeling right now is getting my ass kicked. I was supposed to be able to deal with today. I never could. Not since. Excuse me. A damn bend's coming up and I gotta deal with this damn coaster. Sorry. It's. You're really not supposed to let it out to people. Other people have gone through worse things than I have. A lot worse. I should be crying more about them instead of about my own loss. Being a little more humane and more sympathetic, more feeling, more human. A lot of things happening, and I can't get into it. I'm locked into my own damn. I don't understand it. Why is this one more a priority instead of someone else's? Stories of loss, grieving, frustration, anger, confusion, pain. I've heard them. Last few weeks I've been hearing them. It still shocks me. I hadn't cried as much. Today's an anniversary of my mama's mortal birthday. She is still around. She would be 85. The same thing for my brother when his birthday came up. Go through the motions. It was even worse when I had to deal with the damn death anniversaries. And it gets harder and harder for me to keep trying to talk to a therapist about this, pal. I have to. I need to stay sane. Does that preclude me from feeling the loss? Yeah, it hurts. You really don't know how special they are until they're gone, don't you? I mean, you don't even know until. And it's hard as hell sometimes when you talk about your loved ones, isn't it? Because you have to tear it up. You have to cry it out. You have to be the most vulnerable you can ever be. And the worst thing is showing that to people. Showing how really human a person can be. And sharing lives and memory. Well, they were doing that for the past couple of weeks, and they're still doing it. Right back there, back in the east. I was turning it off because I didn't want to deal with it. I know there were triggers left and right, but I felt for them. And I felt inadequate of how the hell can I help them out. I can only prayers and support and then shell out money to an agency. I can't go out there to help them out. What can I say or do except I can let them grab at? Tell them I know. I don't know what it's like to have people kidnapped and not knowing where they are. I know what it's like to lose people and not coming back. I know what it's like to celebrate anniversaries. I know what it's like to live in a broken world. And I kept telling myself I wanted that control back so that I didn't have to feel it again. I didn't want to feel the pain. I didn't want to feel the loss. I didn't want to feel the separation. I didn't want to feel it, period. So maybe I start to understand how the people, when they're going through this hard of grieving, that they want that. How it's easy to go out again and get that ease and comfort. Not dealing with it head on. Damn pride and my arrogance up my ass. The hardest damn thing is to reach out for that damn shit. The hardest damn thing, Daryl, is to reach out for that shit. Put me right back on that path, and I didn't give a shit about anything else but myself. It's not to fix. It's not dealing. It is not dealing with the issue and the pain. It is not dealing with anything and everything about it. It's not walking through the shit. It's not willing to deal with it anymore. Keep chasing that. I'm starting to understand more what it is to hide from it and to be emotionally dead like I was a long while ago. I tried to grieve for Aunt May a long time ago and I couldn't. One day going into junior high and it was like several months after she'd passed and I'm dealing with the pain and I couldn't concentrate on my schooling. And the bitch of it is I was bust. And after Aunt May died, I couldn't find a way to get back home soon enough and to cry my eyeballs out because I missed her that badly. I had a dream, Daryl, as a kid. I'm getting ready for school. I'm in the place that she died in. So, in my dream, I'm a kid trying to get ready, just brushing my teeth. And there she was in the doorway, standing and smiling. So I remembered her in her blue and white house coat. And this was in a house that she'd never been in before. We got tossed on our ear, in reality, from a church that was across the street from our house. And they wanted a house for the pastor and sold it to the landlord. So they forced us out. Oh, they kindly helped us move. Still throwing us out. But it's like, I'm in the bathroom in that place. And I see her in the doorway, smiling at me. And I woke up and I couldn't function. And I had to force myself to function. I couldn't talk to the people during those days what the hell was going on. Except I mourned and I grieved Aunt May that day. Couldn't take time off from school. I had to focus. I had to focus, focus, focus. And how I'm feeling this morning is I can't focus. Mama's been gone since 10 years. Dave's been 5. How the hell am I supposed to be able to deal with this shit? I've lost other family members in my lifetime and I didn't feel them this bad. Not even when Grandma died. I mean, yeah, it did floor me like crazy, but I had to keep going. I had to keep going. I had to keep going. I missed Grandma like crazy. I loved that woman. The last few years of her life, Daryl, she was a stroke victim. Half of her was there. The other half, I don't know where the hell it was. Her left side was paralyzed. The right side was working. And half her brain wasn't. And I felt angry, and I didn't even realize why. Angry I couldn't deal with the situation, or angry I didn't know how to help my grandma. Take your pick. I couldn't help her. All I could see is her enduring the damn pain. Sometimes she was functional, and other times she wasn't. It was hard for Ma and me, and maybe friends, whoever, are trying to take care of Grandma. And I loved that woman, and I was scared, and I was angry. I didn't understand why. I didn't understand back then. Maybe I should have been happy and relieved that she was already out of pain when she died, but that wasn't easy for me to deal with either. But I didn't go crazy over it. I didn't emote. I didn't tear up as much. And I didn't have her visiting me either. I mean, I'd get her for once in a while from David and Ma these days. Grandma was a rarity. Aunt May these days is a rare. I'm struggling the best I can. I'm trying to hold it together. Don't look for a smile at this point. At least, I don't know if I got any left. And probably as much misery as I feel right now as it is. And yeah, probably at this point, it's either self medicate or kill myself. And I'm not doing it. Either one. I'd have to face them. I'd have to face him. And I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to face any of them yet. As much as I want to be with him, with my family. Give me a second. I'm sorry, Daryl. I'm sorry, friend. Just, oh, we be done. I couldn't even feel the remote this way where it was for the last couple of weeks. My nana was depressing the living crap out of me. I was seeing this shit in the Middle East. What the hell happened? Even the hospital shit that happened a couple of days ago. And I couldn't even get into this kind of level of misery because it was so damn stunning, and it was freaking kicking my ass on this one. I couldn't even concentrate on the damn schooling. I still can't do it right now. Today would have been my mother's 85th birthday, dude. If she was still alive. I'm not quite sure how the hell you're handling it. You know, I did agree with just to be a memory tomb in my life regarding my mama, my brother, and my family, and anything and everything I remembered. Anything about my life. The joys, pains, views, observations, everything other kind of crap I can pour out. It's just a lifeboat, just a memory, just something to keep me going. And I'm getting my ass kicked on this one, dude. She would have been 85 today. May was bad enough. May was bad enough. I don't even know what that calculation was for him. I can just barely see the damn thing over here. Dave would have been 65 today. Actually, this year. If he was still alive. I'm, I'm sorry. I'm going through the emotions, and I'm not being very good at the memories right now. No, I haven't hit the sauce. 700 yards away, dude. 700 yards away. And they'll be open shortly at 8 West Coast time. Far too damn easy for me to walk in. Far too damn easy for me to start. They know I don't drink. They know my brother didn't drink. I felt like I was celebrating my mama's. You know how I celebrated her this morning? Cup of coffee. You see that coffee cup in there? Barely. See it now? I hadn't touched it in a long while. How was hers? David's butt kit is up there. I ain't touched it either. I don't smoke anyway. This is one of the cups I usually use for coffee anyway. Got that several years ago. Got it shipped recently, but still works. I've got other cups I use for coffee when I fix it. Haven't eaten anything either. Just I've been out of it. I've been really out of it, pal. And I'm struggling. Days like this, I probably would contact the therapist about it. I'll probably send her an email link as soon as I get them processed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, pal. I'm, I'm sorry.